everybody. Welcome to Big Brother 17 post-wrap-up show on theStream.tv. I'm your host, Allen Carrillo, and I'm joined by the best Big Brother analysis panel. We are so professional.
Yeah, we are.
We have Jen Johnson, Big Brother 8.
Hey, hi.
We have Ashley Iocco from Big Brother 14.
Hey.
And rounding out the panel, we have superfan Kevin joining us
What's
here
up,
today.
everyone?
So, guys, I mean, we have... my introduction was probably too long because I know everyone that is watching right now wants to watch Zach. So
Yeah.
without further ado, let's get Mr. RanceyPants himself online. Zach, are you there?
I'm here. You guys there?
Oh my God,
Hey,
you
Zach.
did a costume change.
What's up?
I said you did a costume change.
I did. I don't own any costumes.
So,
I love the
so Zach, we are so happy and excited you are here with us. I mean, when we think of Big Brother, we actually think of you because you have such a huge fan base. And my first question to you is, what do you think it is? Because, you know, there's tons of hot guys out there. There's tons of likable douchebags. What is it about Zack Rance that all the gay guys, all the girls love?
I don't know. You just said it all right there, I guess. No, but as far as Big Brother goes, I mean, I was just like myself, you know? And like at first, I really wanted to win $500,000, you know? That's why I went there for 500,000 reasons. And then I got there and everything changed. Like the first like 5 minutes to like 3 days I was in the house, I was so sarcastic, right?
Right.
I have a very dry sense of humor, you know? And I was just really sarcastic. And then I realized, I was like, you know what? These people don't know me, you know? They don't know that I'm really sarcastic and that I'm an asshole and that all this stuff. So I was like, you know what? I got to change. I got to be nice. I got to, you know, make everyone like me. And like once I really got into the swing of things and, you know, I made a lot of like good, you know, friendships with Frankie and Cody and Derek and Caleb and not so much Devin, but it was there in the beginning. But I don't know. I had nothing to hide. And it was funny because, I mean, I've said this so many times before and everyone knows this, but when I watched season 15 and I looked at the house guests and I was like, yo, you guys are the slumpest, most boring, like, just the stalest people I've ever met. I was like, listen, if they don't put me on Big Brother, they're fucking up. So, I mean, you know what? I am God's gift to Earth, I guess. You know, I'm kind of just summing it up there.
That definitely sums it up. Because I want to say, you know, when I met with you right before you went into the house, I thought you were like coming in hot. I'm like, oh, this guy's gonna be gone in 2 seconds.
I came in hot, huh?
I was like, you were gonna be in trouble, and then you came back in. I'm like, bro, you're gonna need to like calm this down a little bit because it's not gonna go well for you.
I'm lightning in a bottle. Put a quarter in me and you get Yahtzee. I just made it up on the spot, but yeah, no. See, you know what it was though? I was like, I like played the character that I'm like a huge douchebag as you said before, which I'm really like not. But
You're
like,
douchey.
You're
douchey.
lovable.
I said lovable
that first
douchebag.
interview with you and Rachel, I was like, oh, Rachel's here. And I just finished watching her season of how she was like being really mean to Kathy or whatever her name was. I don't remember because everyone else on Big Brother is irrelevant besides myself. So I was like, Rachel, I hate you. I'm going to come in hot and I'm just going to play it up. And by the end of the interview, she was like on her knees, like ready to kiss me everywhere, you know?
Oh my
On
God.
her knees. Okay.
Dang. What are you up to now?
Right now I'm laying in bed. I got to go play golf later. I'm meeting a couple girls at the beach. Probably going to go to Temple tonight for Shabbat with my family. And then Friday night, so I guess we're going to live.
Okay.
Nice.
So how weird is it now seeing a whole nother group of people living in your house where you guys were all
my
last
God.
summer?
It's like depressing. Like I tear up, you know? I'm like,
Is the weirdest thing watching the openings, because the openings even still throw me off.
yeah, no, you're right. You're right. The opening is definitely different. Well, it's the same, but yeah, I feel you. It's like I people playing the game and like especially like think about it right now. Like in the second that there are people in the house right now. Like a year ago today, I was like sleeping in the rock room, minding my own business while everyone talks about, you know, trying to get me out of the house. It's really depressing, you know. I want to like live Big Brother. I want to live it, you know.
So you're saying had they asked you back, you 100% would be in the house this
That's
summer.
not even a
You would live there for the rest of your life.
If I could have my dog and unlimited ice pops and there was no like roommate rules and I could like, you know, be like crazy and actually stir stuff up more than I wanted to, I could live there for sure. But I definitely need my dog with me. That's
Kevin, you got something?
Yeah, I have a question for you, Zach. I'm the super fan on the panel, and I wanted to know who you would want to align yourself with this season.
This season?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I don't know, because last season, it was weird. Like, I feel like our season last year was like very like specific and isolated because the first day, Devin is pulling everyone into the room and starting alliances, and I didn't really get to like pick I don't want like friends, I guess. I didn't get to like pick who I wanted to like be close with, until like the second or third week. So I was kind of like forced into an alliance. So I didn't really get the choice of picking who I wanted to align with. Does that make sense almost? Like,
Yeah.
Like I didn't choose to be in an alliance with Devin and Caleb and Amber and Christine and Cody and Derek. Like, to be honest, like the first 3 days, like this, as soon as I saw Derek, I was like, yo, like I don't fuck with you, And then like the next day I'm in an alliance with him. So like I was like forced to be friends with him. You know what I mean? Like I didn't really want to play that way. I kind of wanted to like build my own relationships. But as soon as I got in the house, my relationships were already like defined. It was like, yo, you're in this alliance with 7 other people, Frankie, Caleb, Devin, Derek, Cody, yada, yada. It was basically everyone in the house. So I didn't really get to pick. But if I was in the house this year and I had like a clean slate and I was like the second group to walk in and I could really pick who I wanted to align with, I would get super close with Steven. He's like the nerd guy, right? That's super awkward.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
but he's
I would
super
definitely align
sweet.
with him just because like, I don't know. I feel like I could just, I like dominating the conversation. As you can tell, Ryan, you haven't said a word in the last 10 minutes. I like dominating the conversation, and Steven would be very easy to be like, yo, shush.
And he'd be loyal.
Shush,
Yeah.
shush.
All right, so Zach,
And
shush. Jen has a question for you.
Well,
Yeah.
I was gonna ask, who is your favorite character this year?
This season, who's my
who do you want to be friends with?
Well, I have a super heart eye emoji crush on Meg.
Meg.
She lives
Yeah,
in...
she's definitely my favorite.
Okay. Well, we cannot even like talk to you without mentioning Frankie Grande. People love that relationship you guys had. There was, friendship, whatever it was between you guys. People still message me saying, "Oh, are they okay? What's going on? What is the status of you guys' relationship? How close are you guys?"
Well, right before we went live, we were Snapchatting back and forth for the last like 10 minutes.
Close.
It was crazy. It was crazy, like seeing him in New York. That was really fun. But yeah, we're great friends. And it's like shit happens. But like right now, like we're the best of friends. So it's weird because like no one can understand unless you play Big Brother that being in that house and showering next to people, sleeping in the same bed. All that crazy nonsense, like Amber, like opening the door while I'm taking a crap, like every day. Like you feel like a family, And it was funny because when I would watch the show, like in prior seasons, and I'd be like, "What do you mean? Stop saying you love them. Like you don't love them. You don't know them."
Yeah.
Boy, was I wrong. I was so wrong because like living with people like that, like seeing them 24/7 and being completely disconnected from like your real life. You really have, it's like the strongest bond ever, and it can never be broken, Like,
Right.
no matter what. I'm going to bite my tongue right now.
Don't start crying. It's okay.
But no, like, it's just a bond that is, like, unbreakable,
If you had to pick your highest and lowest moments of being in the house, what was your lowest?
My lowest moment of the Big Brother house?
Right.
I had 2 really low moments. The second week, I really missed home. Like, everyone missed home. But, like, I was, like, super depressed. I was a have-not. And I wasn't having fun.
Yeah,
But the lowest moment was after Frankie's reveal, after he beat me in the Battle of the Block, and I was on the block with Donnie, and he did his whole reveal. And everyone was, like, Frankie was going home that week. Like, Christine or Frankie was going home that week, no doubt about it. And then he ended up winning the Battle of the Block. Christine ended up remaining the HOH, and once I realized that wasn't happening, I kind of like saw my whole like game just like fall into pieces in front of my face.
Right.
And then Frankie did his whole reveal, and then everyone was like super like back on the Frankie train, and I was like the freaking conductor of the Frankie train, And then I turned into the freaking caboose.
Yeah, that was so sad.
I know, it was honestly.
You definitely went from top to bottom very quickly.
That DR you did when you were
DR.
crying, that was one of the most memorable DRs. Your true heart just came out on TV.
Oh my God, I was so emotional.
Oh,
I
it was so
never get
sad.
emotional. I was like crying my eyes out.
I think
Oh my
I think
God.
Ashley's
Just
falling.
think about
I think
it. And
Ashley's
I had
falling in
no
love with you
idea
right
that,
now.
Like, that was like on the show. Like I had no idea until afterwards, you know. And I watched it on YouTube, and I'm like, oh, like I get the chills thinking about it because like I remember being there, but like I can't even imagine like a viewer watching the show and seeing this person like just like crying his eyes out. So that was definitely my lowest moment. But then, as you know, I ended up winning OTEV right after, and I was like on my high horse. I was like, yes, I won the veto. I'm the king of the house. And then I need to bite my tongue. I need to like get a tongue ring that like has a lock or something
Right.
to close my mouth, because I couldn't keep my mouth shut, and I told everything to Victoria, and I told everything to Nicole. And then at that point, I mean, no one trusted me in the beginning, and I was a liability the entire season. But I was like, oh my God, Zach, you're so funny, and we all like you, and like you're like really fun to be around. So like we're gonna keep you. And that happened 2 weeks, you know. So, but then it was like, all right, like I'm actually screwed. Like I'm actually going home. And then Frankie, out of all people, backdoors me. Like really, no pun intended, backdoors me, and I ended up going home. Like that was like the worst thing ever. I slept for like 4 days after that. I was depressed for a month. So I mean, I had a lot of low moments in the house, you know.
Right.
It's a lot of ups and downs.
Well, Zach, we want to thank you for joining us. You were always a great guest. That is it. This is a quick show. We got to get Ashley other suitors.
Can I plug something real quick?
What? Tell me.
Everyone add me on Snapchat. RanceyPants, do it.
Add RanceyPants on Snapchat. You know all your shenanigans. Well, we thank
All
you
my
again for joining us, and we will talk with you soon. Thanks, bud. We'll talk to you later.
All right, Ryan, thank you.
Bye.
Ashley, thank you guys. And everyone on my YouNow that's watching right now, click the link, watch the rest of the show. I'm going to be tuning in. Ryan, thank you so much. You're
We
the man,
love you,
and
Zach.
FaceTime later.
All right. Loves ya. Got it.
All right, peace.
Bye. he is a talker, obviously. No, he's great. He's so funny. You can see why he's on the
cracks
show.
me up.
Just a reminder, guys, we are here every Friday at 11 a.m. So make sure you subscribe to theStream.tv and download, share our shows, especially share, because, you know, we need the ratings, people. So that took up a lot of time, so we are going to have to talk super fast to go through everything. So I almost feel like we don't even really talk about Sunday's show, other than the fact that, you know, James remained in power, and then Jackie and Steve stayed on the block. And this was also the first rumblings that we heard that they thought that Jace was a threat.
Right.
So then let's just dive into Wednesday. So Austin, you know, somehow got like the vibe that Jace, like, I mean, you know how rumblings in the house work. Both of you guys know that, you know, something
Yeah.
you can tell by someone's vibe if someone's not talking to you. And like,
Definitely.
Jace really didn't take it too serious at the time.
No. Well, there was crickets after he streaked through the house. It was embarrassing.
So-
Yeah, why would
It was
people
crazy.
do that?
I don't
Like, I want to know, like, the if anyone knows, like, the reason why Jace did that, please
What doesn't someone do
please
it
write
every
us and let me
season?
know, like, what you saw on the feeds. Because I
Well,
want to know
I wanna-
why that happened.
I want to say when I interviewed him, he said he was going to run through the house naked, or maybe even I recommended. I don't even remember. But but because everyone does that every year. However, I mean that's like a dude thing. It is what you know.
But no
it's
one
what
liked
we.
that.
No one laughed. No
No
one
one
was
thought it
into
was
it.
funny.
So they were just
No,
like
no.
over him.
Yeah.
And you know he does have like a hint of annoyingism. I know that's not even the right word. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. He's just
He's a little
talking
much.
too much.
That's exactly what it is. He's a little much, and he's a great guy. He's a nice guy, but like somehow in that house he like was like trying too hard. I think.
Well, it was weird because, like, at first I thought he was trying too hard, but then after a while I was thinking, you know, he was just being genuine. Like, at the end when he was, like, being evicted, I was like, I really liked him, like, kind of the whole time. I hated him the whole time, and now I feel bad for him. Like,
Right.
he really was, like, you know, like, he was just genuinely hurt.
Yeah,
And, like, just,
See, I
like,
didn't-
calm
he was
down.
spreading that,
He
but he was
stopped.
just didn't know how to, like, do it.
I didn't feel that way. I thought, yes, he was a little much, but I kind of liked him in the house because it just added, like, another, like, comic relief. It was fun to have him. I would have rather seen Jackie go home, personally.
Right.
Well, as a
Me
viewer,
too.
but
As-
think about
yes.
living. Like,
Well, yes.
I mean, think about living like he had been out, you know?
Yeah,
Like, all that
right.
was like,
I don't
no
know if I
one
can
wants
handle
to
that
deal with
living
all
with
that, you know, 24 hours a day, man.
Well, just to jump ahead, I mean, obviously we know that he leaves,
sorry.
so no, you're fine. This is an open forum. Talk away, girl.
Yeah.
But you know, obviously Jace goes home. Everyone knows that. But like, do you guys think would you guys have sent Jace or Jackie home? What would have like yes or no?
I wouldn't have wanted to, but I would because he'd be a power player in the end.
Right, Ashley.
Yeah, definitely. I would have evicted Jace because he's a guy, and a lot of times in Big Brother history, the girl goes home, and that's just so silly because the first week you want to get out the beast character.
Right.
But it was sad
Is he really a beast character though? Like,
Because he works out, he has muscles.
He's like
well,
the bigger
everyone
guy.
thinks that, but I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't see.
I
him
just think
that-
he was
He's an
annoying.
adrenaline
Right.
Like it doesn't
junkie.
matter. The first couple weeks you don't have any basis other than this person's annoying.
Exactly,
Right.
you're right.
Like,
It's
done.
purely off of.
But
Jackie was super chill.
When
like
you have
she
the
was
opportunity
easy.
to get out someone as big as that, you do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
But
then
I-
Jackie
It
was
was a
huge to
smart
get
move
out
for
too.
them.
But I also think too that you want to have always the last in the game. You always want to have a target ahead. So like you
Yeah.
always
Yes,
you never want to be the
absolutely.
target. So whoever is like I would have never sent like a person like Devin home, for instance. Like keep him in the house as long as possible because
Oh,
he's
yeah,
gonna
that's
drive
gonna blow himself
everyone
up. About that.
crazy. So like when you need
Yeah.
like you always want
Right.
to have the annoying person there.
No.
I know, now
You
that
what
I
mean?
think about
it makes
it,
your
maybe
life terrible,
Jackie-
but it helps
But
your game.
I was thinking like after when he was trying so hard to stay in the game. I mean, he was trying as hard as I've ever seen anyone try, and pretty good. But like, I wouldn't want to go up against that.
Right.
No.
Because like I was like, oh my gosh, if someone was coming at me like this, I'd be like, shoot, I'd just
But-
get him
Right,
out
but
now.
Jackie was a team.
Yeah,
with
a duo.
A duo.
Yeah.
Right.
Essentially, they came
she
in
should get
together.
them
So
out, too.
if they were smart about it, they should have just got rid of her because you never know if they could secretly team up again. I know they're trying to separate themselves,
Right.
but like you said,
Right.
keep another target in. That's
I mean,
smart.
there's not an.
That's true.
There's
So
def-
both
would
of them were
you-
good options.
Right.
If you guys were Jackie, since you guys have played, if you guys were Jackie, would you be as confident as she was going into the eviction?
Absolutely
knowing?
not.
No,
Okay.
no,
No.
she was extremely.
Because I didn't see her fighting
confident.
for anything.
Right.
Yeah,
Even Steve
well,
said,
maybe
like,
the
stop being
vibe-
so cocky.
The vibe of the house must be so like obvious that he's going home. Like it's just
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the only other way.
Well, obviously he acted like he was going. I mean, he was going home. No one
Right.
was.
He was
confused
clearly
about it.
sad.
I
What's
don't
up with
know.
Audrey like throwing in the vote, like just to like mess with everyone?
We got to talk about her real quick
Massive
too, because there's a couple
manipulator.
things with it. Because obviously she's a hot mess,
Oh.
completely. Like
Yeah.
it was so awkward seeing her run up and down, grabbing everybody at 5 a.m. to discuss
Who does
alliances.
that?
But she's also so
Why?
intuitive too, because remember at one point she even said, "I think they're doing a twin twist in the house."
Yes,
Yes.
questioning
So-
everybody.
She is like super smart and super paranoid.
Yeah.
And like it's so funny because like America, like, even Kathy Griffin's like they're rooting for her. Like she has like America's like heart going into this and she is just like throwing it away.
If she wasn't
Yeah.
as
She is.
paranoid, she could be a really good player.
Yeah, she's
Right.
really
She's
intuitive, really
reminding
good.
me
She's
of-
just, she's just. I think it's like she has like this problem from like her childhood or whatever she has that she hasn't let go, and so she just wants everyone to like her, and so she's
Look at
like,
this analysis.
Let me
I
make
love
sure,
it.
let me make sure,
Psychology.
like
Dr. Phil.
everyone better like her, me, you know.
No, I agree too. It's just I've never seen something as awkward as pulling all those people up. And I cannot believe that one of her alliance members did not pull her into like the bathroom or the shower area upstairs and just be like, "Girl."
Yeah.
Like, why did
doing?
Jason not say anything? It was like,
Too
stop.
chill.
I mean, it was just going and going. After
Yeah.
the second person, he'd be like, don't pull anyone else up here.
Right,
Are you
because he's
crazy?
probably
Like,
letting
get it
herself
together.
implode because she's just obviously being a crazy person.
Right.
She reminds me of Amanda
Right.
Yeah.
when she just
You don't want to mess
like-
with that either.
But I-
You're
But
like,
in the
you don't want to be
first
on her
week,
bad
she's
side.
already
Also-
losing her mind.
Sometimes
Yeah.
you want a person to implode too because that,
Oh,
again
yeah.
takes
Yeah.
the target off you. But also
Yeah.
another person who sort of had an issue was Devon. She
There's
went
already
around the
drama.
house counting things in the house, trying to like be
Which is
smart.
smart.
It is smart, but it's sort of like on Survivor searching for the idol and getting caught. That's
Right.
just
Yeah.
something you don't do. Like it doesn't
So
even
true.
make any sense.
Yeah, and then get
And-
mad at people for it. Like,
Right,
Yeah.
because
confronting
everyone
you,
is on
like-
pins and needles, and they're always looking for someone
Yeah.
who's going to do something. And so when they hear when she heard the rumbling, and then Clay went upstairs, Clay walked. She was totally right. She's another girl who is on it. She can read someone in 2 seconds and
Yeah.
tell you their
Calm
body
down.
language.
A lot of
But she
intuitive
can't keep
people.
her own emotions in check, which
Yeah.
is her downfall.
Yeah.
Right,
Well,
she
what
can't
I-
see herself because that was ridiculous. She was being so emotional about a very, very silly situation.
Right.
After her and Clay got like in that little confrontation in the HOH room, I realized that Audrey told Devon not to have Clay see her crying. But then Audrey goes downstairs and tells Clay you should go apologize because she's hysterically crying.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Audrey's. I mean, obviously she casted that extra vote. She's like trying to stir it up,
Yeah.
Right.
stirring up the.
But I
Yes.
also, in my opinion, Audrey during that moment was trying to like make peace with her alliance. I didn't think she was trying to cause controversy during that
Yeah,
particular
right.
moment. I felt she was going down there to like, hey, let's keep our alliance like not getting. She actually was.
Okay.
Yeah, that's.
There shouldn't be any
I can
alliance
see
talk
that.
past 2 a.m. Like, let's just.
But that's when all the good stuff
That's when all
goes
the good
down. When
stuff-
I was sleeping, everyone was scheming, okay? Good things happen at that
Yeah,
time.
you probably should have stayed awake a little bit. So let's go to the veto competition. So the veto competition was Becky, John, Jason, Steve, Jackie. Nothing crazy there.
Well, I was upset. Like, why did Becky and John even in the options? Like, they're already safe for the week. They won the battle of the block. Like, their name should be removed out of the thing.
Well, you can't just
Well,
change
it's
the
gonna be
rules.
going for eviction.
Okay.
That's not changing the rules. That's like making. I mean, there's so much 16 or how many people there are in the house, and like, why
You're
are they
right.
even playing? Their
Well-
chips should be removed.
Well, Steve ends up winning the power veto and
What was
Excited
the
for him.
bonus?
Trombonist.
which that is a word. And like
Right.
I love that he also said that that not the most.
Yeah, like, he
deluxe
knew,
word. Yeah,
like,
Brenda,
that.
he knew like
Yeah.
that shows that he's
Yeah.
really, really a super fan because how you even remember that at all is just beyond
He
me.
Oh,
is
I know.
Ian.
He is
He is
Ian. And I
Ian.
spoke to Ian just yesterday.
Oh, exclusive.
Oh, exclusive. He is just, Ian is a sweetheart. He's doing great, but he was actually very flattered to be mentioned on the last episode. And compared to Steve, he loves it, and he was really proud of him for winning the
Oh.
POV.
Well, there we go.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. That's so cute. All right. Well, then we have to go to last night's, a little bit of what happened last night, too. So the BB takeover, Kathy Griffin is coming back in again. Thoughts on Kathy Griffin? And
I love
she
Kathy.
actually, they said super fan. I'm like, really? Did she
She
read the
know.
script? She seemed like she knew it, but I mean, she also could read a script, too.
No,
That's
I mean,
true.
people are fans.
Well, she was
I mean,
on-
every
she was
people
on
are
it last
people.
season.
She's a fan.
Yeah, I think she's a true
I think
fan.
she's a true fan.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why
okay.
not? She can't be a fan of Big Brother?
No, she can. I'm just saying, like, I don't know.
believe her?
Maybe not.
No, I think she's a fan. I don't know why. Like, a lot of times I feel like people seek out Big Brother to like be on it. Like, they're like, ooh, I want to be on it.
Right. Well, I feel that. I feel that, they do a celebrity version in the UK that's completely
That
out
sounds
of control.
Oh,
and they
man,
do
that's fun.
they do an entire week's worth in like a day. They do like the HOH, the power veto, and the
Well,
eviction.
because they don't wanna live
Or
there
maybe
that
it's in
long.
2
No,
days.
Lance Bass did that at his house.
They did that with Justin
I
Walter.
thought you were in it for some
Justin
reason.
Walter. Well, I can't say everything that I do. Calling out my tea. Calling out my tea. But let's just talk about her takeover because it's a little confusing. I wrote it down, so I'm going to read it. But she said she's going to be surprises through the week. It's called The Last Laugh. There's going to be a telephone in the house. Whoever answers the 7th call will have the power to stop 3 people from voting.
Yeah.
That's kind of interesting. That definitely
That's
could.
crazy.
fun.
3 people. There's basically vetoing 3 votes, which
Yeah.
is
That they maybe don't know. I mean, they don't even know.
right. So that's a little that might mix things up.
It is.
Yeah,
They-
that's
they-
crazy. I definitely would
BB's
not
on
want to live
point
in this
this
house.
year. I'm feeling it.
You're feeling it.
I
I
like this
am.
BB takeover.
Yeah,
No, I
me
like it
too.
for as a viewer, like as a living there, like
Well,
it would be
yeah.
like your brain would be big
Would you
mush
guys be
by
like
the end.
extra
Oh, yeah,
paranoid
there's
if it
so
was
much
happening to
going
you
on.
guys?
Yeah,
Yes.
well, look at what's going
Everyone's
on in there.
gonna be
Yeah.
speculating.
And you
Well,
got
they
like the
already are.
twins. I mean, gee,
Well,
like
you guys-
moving out of that house like later, those people are gonna be messed up. Like they should have like a BB like counseling like
Months.
for after
BB
because
marriage
like
therapy.
no, they really
Yeah.
need some
After show.
therapy for Big Brother contestants
They should.
afterwards,
They
like in
should.
general,
They do
but
have
this
a
year
therapist.
specifically. Yeah, but an actual one.
Well, what's
that,
funny
like,
is
does
because
stuff.
what they
Yeah.
try to do is they know that
Program.
you guys are going into the house. You guys obviously prep a lot. Like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. This is my plan. And when
Uh-huh.
they throw a wrench in it, like, oh, my entire game that I have going to this is like ruined, and you
Of
have to
course.
adapt. And it's a game about adapting.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. It's a game of adaptation. It's all about fluidity and just kind of going
Because
with
it literally could change in 5 minutes. Like
Oh,
things
yeah.
happen so quickly in the house. So
your strategies are out the door once you walk in.
right, whatever you think. Oh, I got this handled. No.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, and a person who's never watched the show at all will do really well.
Yeah, for sure, because
Uh-huh.
you're just living.
Let's talk about
Just
the
in the
have not
present
room.
moment.
That's right. Present.
Don't you think the have not room is actually one of the worst? I think in a
Oh.
while.
Totally.
No
Yeah, could
way.
you
Our
imagine?
season was way worse. We were on
What
metal
was-
slabs that went downhill. They
Yours
hurt
was
so
bad.
bad. They were like rivets, like you see on big
Ugh.
4-wheel trucks, like and then they're
Oh.
awful.
There's no mattress.
And you were
or
not
anything
allowed to
like
No
sleep
that.
mattress. It
anywhere
was
else.
plastic, hard plastic. It was bad.
Oh man, they didn't have that during my season.
Right.
I don't know what I would have done because
I
I'm
felt
a
like
I
last
need a
season
nice
You
they-
were
bed.
lucky.
I need a nice bed. All right.
I feel like they still
I
had
can't.
mattresses last season. The room kind of seemed normal.
Last
There was
year
like
was
this
like an
ice
ice
box,
box.
but it was
Yeah, it
never
was just
really cold in
cold.
there.
Yeah.
I like to sleep cold anyway.
Last
so
year
I'd
would have been
fine.
my favorite
You'd-
season to
you'd
live
be
in for
good.
like all reasons.
Yeah, I agree. So obviously Jace gets sent home, and then they started. Well, they did the HOH. So the HOH is Becky and Shelly. Surprises there.
I feel like so random.
So random,
Yeah,
right?
like
happy
now we get
for
to
them.
meet Becky because who knows
Yeah.
Becky? Because I haven't seen her on any episodes besides like
You're
she was in a
right.
comp.
And
Now we
besides
get to-
Rado, that's what I always think of.
It's like, oh Becky. So I
When
guess
Jason
we'll
brought
this
it.
week's meet Becky.
Yeah.
HOH.
I know. I think they're gonna team up. They seem buddy. They're gonna be.
They probably
like a
already
little
have. We
girl
just don't know
team.
them yet.
Well, I guess we will see.
I'm gonna predict that Clay is gonna take over Shelly's
Oh yeah.
HOH. He's gonna be calling all the moves.
Ooh,
For
I like
sure.
that.
Probably.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, Yeah.
He's a handsome guy. Well, speaking of, guys, we're going to go to a little commercial break, and we'll be right back right after this.
Be right
See
back.
ya.
Peace. Just in case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live.
Just in case you missed it live.
Oh, just in case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live, I'm doing something right now.
So we're all super excited.
So this is dancing.
So what would that be, like a 7?
I cannot. I literally cannot. You guys have got to get it together.
Don't hate the player, don't hate the game. Hate the contract you didn't get.
He's a coward. He's a giant chicken shit.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's going to be like hurricane. Whoa.
Watch out for those girls. They are gagging them.
Hold the phone.
Hold on.
Bro.
The more brutal you are, the more power you have.
Right.
That was sexy, it was hot, it was heated, I was into it.
You are gonna be the most high-paid hooker in the world.
Go ahead and invite your friends and everybody. Tell your mama, tell her, go ahead and turn the stove off and get up on the computer so we can get on theStream.tv.
Thank you again for joining us, and until next week, bye-bye.
Hey, people.
Hello.
Hey.
We are back. Big Brother 17 post wrap-up show, and we're going to turn the show on over to you. Kevin, what do we have on Twitter?
Yeah, so we actually have a tweet from you, Ryan. He tweeted saying Audrey's alliance with this picture, once it comes up on your screen. Just
Okay.
It's a picture of everyone.
Okay.
That's awesome.
That's
Audrey's
funny.
alliance.
Funny.
Yes, and we also have from Ty Lassade, I want to say, Steve is ready to get the night started. There he
And-
is looking.
Okay, so just
right.
look at this picture of
Yeah.
Steve, everybody. Like he's
What'd
almost.
you say, Jen? Stefan?
Yeah, they calls himself Stefan in the house.
What was the
Remember that night?
situation there?
I don't know. They were like Stefan. They were just calling it Stefan. Like everyone in the house was calling him Stefan.
Cute.
Wasn't it on the real show? Or was that Big Brother After Dark?
I think
I
it
think
was
after
after
dark.
dark. They
Oh,
didn't, they
I
didn't
work-
show you. They
I
didn't
work
show
out
yet.
these muscles on the treadmill of
next
Big Brother
week.
After Dark. So I get it mixed up.
We have our last tweet. It's from Pink Discoball77 saying, "Who do you think is going to be the next target?" I thought it'd be good for
Good
Ashley and Jen to
question.
answer since you've played.
Really good question.
For what?
Next target.
Next target.
Who do you think's the next target?
Maybe Clay?
Okay.
Well, for
But,
Shelly or
but it won't
Becky?
Shelly because Becky.
Oh, right. Shelly's not going to like that.
I'm going.
But if they don't win
I'm
Battle of the
going
Blocks-
Audrey. I
That-
mean,
that would-
yeah, I
yeah.
mean, they voted out. It would just go with it. They voted out Jace because he was like being crazy and annoying. Like, I mean, no one's okay with like their 5 a.m. wake up call for Audrey.
Right.
I mean, I'd say
I don't.
Audrey.
For me, I just feel like Audrey somehow is going to keep herself in that house.
CBS is gonna keep her there.
That, and also going back to when she was pulling everyone out of bed, wasn't she making it extremely obvious?
Yeah, like the other people were
like,
sleeping right
yeah.
there. Like,
she would
yeah.
pull one person while the other person's still saying that. I'm like, well, they
Wasn't it
better
Meg
pull.
who was
Yeah,
saying
they
that?
better pull
Yeah.
Meg up there, or she's gonna be in trouble.
But
Right.
Meg already knew about the alliance, so it's like, why not just take her at the same time? Like, why
And
do that?
Is there a thing going on between Meg and Jeff? Is there a
Yeah,
showdown going on?
I think a
li-
little-
okay.
little flirting.
I think I like Jeff. He's so funny. He's the easiest person ever.
Oh my God. Yeah, totally. He
Yeah.
really, really is.
Wait, what was I reading on Twitter? Something
He's a
about him
cool
being
guy.
a creeper.
Creeper?
Did I
I
not
don't
read that
know.
right?
Well, all guys are
Maybe.
creepers. Do you, really quickly before we go, we have to for sure talk about this twin twist. Like,
Oh my God!
Yes, and I
I
love it.
love it.
I do too.
It's so good. And like,
they're
what's funny, you can tell them
perfect.
apart. It's
Yeah,
Julia,
I can
right?
tell them apart.
Julia
easy.
and Liz.
You
Yeah,
can
I don't
tell them
understand
apart,
how they can't.
But if you saw like just how they are like
Yeah,
one
yeah,
in the
just
house, one in the
one.
house,
Yeah.
I would never know that.
I would if I was in the house again. I would never know.
Isn't it
I
funny?
Well,
really
honestly, Jace
wouldn't.
had no idea.
I love that they have 15 minutes. Think about how hard that
That's
first one was.
crazy.
She had 15 minutes not even knowing what anyone looked like.
Yeah.
And what was
Oh.
going through her head. I cannot wait to interview them.
Oh God, that's gonna be
Afterwards.
great.
Do you think the one is kind of jealous of the other that
That
they
it's
kind of
Liz
have to
and not
play
Julia.
up exactly?
Yeah, why are we not called Julia? I'd be
Right.
pissed.
Right,
Why
I'd
not
be
just
like,
be a
what?
new
So we have to
name?
go off your life and your profession and
Yeah.
like everything. It's like,
I know.
I'd be
Maybe
a
she's the
little
one who got the
jelly.
show.
I wonder who I interviewed.
Maybe.
I think I must have interviewed them.
I know.
Right.
Oh, that's funny.
It is weird. There's a couple other. There's
Maybe
another
people
twin in
did
the house too.
interview different people.
Yeah. I don't
Well,
even
Yeah.
know.
Is Clay a twin also, or does he just
There's
have
a lot
sibling?
of twins.
I think he just has a huge family.
Do you think that CBS did that on purpose, casting? They did the whole, casted people that had other twins to kind of throw people off when they're telling their stories and stuff like that?
I don't even know.
I think that they were really
Is
trying
that
to find a
coincidence?
twin, like that would work for like the twin twist, and then they just fell in love with people like Shelly or like other people that
Okay.
like weren't really like it didn't work, but ooh, we really liked them anyway.
Can we discuss Jace's face when Julie showed him the video?
Oh my
he
gosh,
literally-
he had no
That was
idea.
amazing.
He had no
Died.
idea.
Well, how funny too. I mean, it's also funny. Like they literally are taking off their nail polish, like trying to
Yes!
get ready and go in there. I'm like, this is awesome.
I know.
It'd be a great like sub show, like a dating show or something like that.
It's
Also,
one
I
of
thought
my
about
Twin
favorite Big
swap.
Brother twists.
Twins.
After
Yeah.
Liz and Julia both casted their vote to evict, did you realize that no one was coming down the hallway when Julia was going back into the house?
Right.
Like it might be
Oh,
suspicious.
There
they
was-
stopped
Right.
it.
There was a timing thing to make sure that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was-
because they do the little high fives.
So I thought
and
about
stuff like
that.
Oh, that's I like that observation.
I
Super
know.
He's paying
fan
attention.
you.
Well, guys, our time with you has come to an end. We want to thank Zack Rance for joining us, and we want to thank our panel. And again, guys, subscribe to theStream.tv. Make sure you tune in to us every Friday at 11 a.m. for the best, I can't even speak, the best Big Brother news and gossip. So thank you guys so much. We'll see you guys next week.
See you next week. Thank
Bye.
you.
Felicia?
Love you, fans.
For more of the Big Brother After Show, hit that button and subscribe to theStream.tv.